Welcome to Steak Pocket Garage.
So I think the first area I'm going to work on is right here along this edge. There's a dent that runs from here up and around and down through here. And I did a little hammering here already. This was worse than it is. And I've just been using a glancing blow with my thumb in the way. Using a glancing blow here to knock this down and then try to push the metal back into itself. To try to take the stretch out of it and straighten it out. Gotten maybe half of it out. It's not real deep, but it was bent pretty severely at some point. And then down along this edge, it's rolled quite a bit, and you can see this area here this is all stretched and dented. You can see the where the paint wasn't, where the paint was cracked. You can kind of see the straight lines there through the cracks in the paint, and that was all damaged. Yeah. And the edge along here was all bent out. And let's see if we can get that straightened up.
So we're working on the grill on the 51 here, and no, I don't have much footage of this, but really tedious work. But I didn't do a whole lot of it. Dad did a lot of hammer forming on this. This is all hammer formed right here, and then pieced together. So there's a weld here, here, and here, and bunch of welds here. I'm just taking the shrinking disc that I've got on our grinder here to shrink both sides and hopefully pull it in line, right? So if you shrink one side, it'll pull it straight, and then shrink the other side, it'll pull it flat, and hopefully I'll get it. Let me flip this over here quick. So, I mean, it's all right. It's got a couple wiggles in it yet. Yeah, so like I said, there's a weld here, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, and there's another one there. So it's a lot of welding. We don't have all the fancy tools to do it right? If you were an auto body shop or a guy that has all the fancy tools like a planishing hammer and all that kind of stuff, probably you would hammer form the whole thing, I think. And you'd make a die that fits this, and then you'd have a weld that goes, one weld goes clear around, and instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. But like from the bottom edge of this to here, that's original steel, so we wanted to keep that. And this is original steel right here, starting here. But yeah, this all was rotted out because water gets in there. Some improvements we made on this to help. Here, I'll show you this side here. This side's arguably better because it's got less welds in it, but it's still got some wiggles in it yet. Need some work here on the edge. Some improvements we made on the back side here. We added these. This is not original for the truck. There's a crack right here in the flange, too thin or whatever. So we just added that in there. That's really strong now. Yeah, just to show how bad it was rotted out. I mean, this whole piece from here to here is brand new. it was rotted out. Yeah, that's what we added, a couple more drain holes in here to help with drainage, and hopefully it won't rot out again. Interestingly enough, right here where that brace goes, this dimension from here to here is about 1/4 inch or more. It's shallower. There's less thickness and or height here than there is on the other side for some reason. We don't know why. I mean, it's like that the whole way, and we didn't mess with this, really mess with this a whole lot, or this. I mean, we did, there's a dent here, so we worked that dent out, but yeah, that dent was stuck out to here, you know. So that's worked out. I'm working on the grill here of the 51, just to show you. And I'm doing some shrinking in this area right here. That's cupped in. So this is the back side of the grill. It's cupped up, you know, cupped up right now. So I'm shrinking the back side to try and push it down, and so that it brings it flat and smooth. But my problem is my shrinking disc fits down here, but as I get up in here, it doesn't fit right. It's hitting this brace that we've got in here. So what I did was I took the nut that goes to the shrinking disc, and I took the backing plate off of one of my discs that I was using. Steel backing plate. I don't know that aluminum one will work. And then I flipped it so that it's dished in, and my nut, I think it's important that the nut does not touch the steel. It just makes it hard to handle. So if you just have the outside perimeter touching the steel, so the nut can't touch it, right, because it's flat. And then I just spaced it off with another disc and the nut for the grinder itself to get the get it tight, and it seems to be working pretty good. So I guess that's a pro tip. I don't know. I would assume that it works. I haven't done a whole lot with it, but it works pretty good for the small space, and I'm assuming it would work on the larger spaces. It would just take longer because it doesn't have as big of a surface area as this one, right? This one's got surface area, so it's got full inch and a half, and this has only got, what, 3/8 of an inch that's actually contacting the steel. So it does feel like it takes a little longer to heat up, but this is free. This kit for this was like $50-$60. So take that as you will. I'll flip this grill over here so you can see what it's looking like one-handedly. So, yikes. So it's got just a little bit, probably can't tell. Yeah, it's hard to see, but I can feel that there's a high right here now, but it's not cupped. It was cupped pretty good before. So if I came back on the other side here and shrunk it again from this side, pushing any highs that I accidentally may have put in there down, that'll be like perfect. Show that I did it on this side too here. It's not, this side's not as good. There's a low right here and a low right here, which makes this look high. I don't know how to get that out because it's spot welded in to the brace, and the brace isn't quite right, or something goofy's going on here. So get it as close as we can and pray for the best. So yeah, I'm really happy about that thinking about that backing plate system. Yeah, so I hope that helps you.